Hey guys, I want to shoot a real quick intro before I run this video. So if you've watched the Bittersweet House Flip Project video series that I've done, you saw that I already put out the final video. So as I was going through comments and looking through my videos, I realized that I had failed to upload a couple of videos. Not sure how that happened, but in any case, I'm going to go ahead and put this out there now. It's out of order, but this video is on actually building ready to assemble cabinets. It's kind of interesting. I thought some people might like to see it, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there now, even though it's out of order. Sorry for the confusion. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, if you found this video, I have to assume that you are considering the pros and cons of ready to assemble cabinets. I am just getting ready to install a kitchen, and I've got 2 pallets worth of cabinets here. We're going into an L-shaped kitchen, and then it's going to have an island here in the middle. Pretty average sized kitchen, I would say, decent sized. And I just thought I would kind of run through my experience, the pros, the cons, you know, what to expect. Is this thing worth it? So I've done a lot of kitchens before, and I typically just order, so I'm remodeling this house, and typically what I'll do is just order the in-stock cabinets from a big box store, but I haven't been happy with the quality of those. They're okay, but the hardware's, obviously they're not plywood boxes, they're particle board boxes, which isn't the end of the world. But most of the time, the doors that you get on them are that wrapped, kind of plastic or melamine wrapped door, and I'm not a big fan of those as far as, you know, long-term durability goes. And the hardware just isn't very good. Especially the door slides, it seems like they never work very well. And this house, I wanted to put something a little bit nicer in. I don't want to go with, you know, like full custom order cabinets, because that'd be way too expensive for this particular house that I'm working on. So it leads me to the ready to assemble. So these particular ones are Valley Wood is the brand that I'm working with. These are actually from Lowe's, and they're not a stock cabinet. But they are something I had to order. But when I ordered them, they only took about a week to come in. So it's not like it's, you know, it's not really a custom cabinet. It's something that's on their online catalog, and you just pick out what you need and put the order in. So I don't have any experience with these things. I've thought about doing this many times before, but this is the first time I decided to pull the trigger. So haven't even opened any of the boxes yet. I just wanted to kind of show you the stack. So, you know, like I said, 2 pallets worth for a pretty average size, a decent sized kitchen is kind of what you can expect. What I will say is, if you are transporting them yourself, way easier to move cabinets this way than it is to transport full assembled boxes. They take up a lot of space, a lot of trailer room, and it can be a little bit cumbersome. These things are super easy to haul, so I do appreciate that. But I'm going to go ahead and open up my first box. We'll take a look and see what the parts look like. I don't even know if these things are you know, partially assembled, or if this is going to be a 100% assembly required operation, but I'm going to find out right now. All right, so I'm starting with a narrow wall cabinet. This is it's a 9-inch wall cabinet. So first impression, all plywood. This is going to be the back. That is, I'm assuming, is probably the top. Again, solid plywood. It's 1/2-inch plywood. It's got these special little brackets that look like are made for assembly. Nicely packaged. Everything looks like it's really well wrapped. Good condition. So this face frame is all solid wood. Yeah, actually that's not plywood. The face frame is actually solid wood.
these doors, so I think these are supposed to be solid wood doors. Yeah, I can actually see a seam. Yeah, I can actually see where they're made. These are, like I expected, I do believe these are actually solid wood doors. They're actually assembled really tight. I can barely see the seams, but there are joints there. So that was look pretty good. Of course, all the sides, everything, plywood, no particle board here, which is what I really like. And then there's the shells. The shells are actually 3/4 inch plywood, which is nice. So far, that looks good. So I'm going to take a quick look at the instructions here, and I'll see what they say as far as assembling these things, see how much time it's going to take. All right, so I went ahead and assembled this first one just so I kind of had an idea how they went together. So I'll show you. So these have nice hinges. Those are nice soft close hinges. That's not stuff you get typically with with the big box cabinet, off-the-shelf cabinets. So I'll show you the next one as I put this together, but the primary, so they're mechanically held together with some cam locks. This will be easier to see when I show you the next one. I did two things. The instructions are kind of so-so. They're okay. So I did two things. The instructions just show this held together with those cam locks at the top, and then there are screws that come in through the back that hold the top, and then also the bottom. And then in addition to that, there's also little corner brackets, these here, that you add, again, that hold the side panel to the face frame, basically. So, I mean, it's pretty well mechanically held together. What I did is I actually added glue all around the grooves before I put it together. And then in addition to that, so I had it together, and I felt like the sides were kind of flexing. You know, obviously it takes a little while for the wood glue to set up. So in addition to gluing it, I also took my brad nailer and I popped a few brads in each side, and that holds those sides to the back nice and tight. We'll give the glue a chance to set up so that everything is 100% solid. So glue and brads, I did add those, which is pretty simple, really, but I think takes a pretty good cabinet, and it's going to really make it a very solid cabinet. So I'm happy with it. All plywood, wood face frame, nice soft close hinges, and I'm kind of curious to see if the drawers on the bases are soft close glides. If they are, that'll be even a bonus. So I'm not going to put the shelves or anything in there yet. I'll wait till I get those on the wall. I'll just stack those up the side, but works pretty well. So I will show you on the next one what I'm doing to assemble these. Okay guys, I've been working away here, and I thought I better give you an update. So I've got all my cabinets built except for that one. So here's the Lazy Susan. Of everything that I put together, this one was probably the most difficult, just because of the crazy angle and then getting the rotaries installed there. It wasn't bad, but that one took a little bit longer than the other ones. The wall cabinets are easy. Those are a breeze. They go together really quick. The base cabinets, after you do a couple, sink base is easy because there's no drawers in it, but after you do a couple of these base cabinets with drawers, they're really not too bad. They do take a little bit longer just because obviously they've got drawers, and they do have to be fully assembled with the with the glides and everything. But if you see these, I'll show you when I put this one together, but solid wood, everything is solid wood and plywood in these cabinets. So nice dovetail joinery, and of course I'm gluing them. In the instructions, it doesn't even show these glue, actually. It shows you can just do it dry, but
I'm gluing them. They have nice soft close drawer glides, just like the soft close hinges, which are nice. So I'm happy with these. So I just wanted to show you. I think what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and build this cabinet, and you can see what goes into it. It's getting a little bit dark in here. It's toward the end of the day, but I thought I'd show you the unboxing too, just so you can see, what to expect. So these things they're packaged really well. I haven't found anything damaged. I did have one cabinet. It's actually that one right there, the 36-inch drawer base that had a little bit of a bow to it. Everything else has been nice and flat. And that one wasn't terrible. I may have to add a little bit of a brace to the inside, but really everything else has been good. So I'll pull these out of here and you can see how everything is packed. Drawer parts are all nicely wrapped in plastic. So here's you don't have to install the door, the doors themselves or the hinges. The face frame actually comes with those pre-installed, which is nice because that saves a step. Glides are in this box. The side, obviously. I shouldn't say obviously, it's a side. Drawer front. Shelf. Another side, and then this is the toe kick. All right, let's go ahead and put this thing together. I like to start with, go off the instructions just a little bit to start. So what I've been doing for efficiency is I do get this back panel. So these plastic brackets actually receive the drawer glides, which I'll show you. So this is the back panel. So these snap into the back panel and these holes. All right, so that's done. Now I'll take the face frame. And I'll install the sides. And I always check these cam locks. I think I mentioned this before. I always check these cam locks to make sure they're fully in the open position. All right, so it's just as easy as that to get the sides on. Now I'll go to the back that I started with. This is why I do this first, just because I like to install these sitting on the table, and it's easier to do that before I've got the cabinet sitting there. Oops, forgot a step. So that's the bottom of the cabinet. Just make sure it's set down in the groove. Then the back. Go around, make sure your cam locks are popped into position. And go ahead and close those. All right, so now while I have this up here, I'm going to go ahead and install the kick plate. All right. So the box is done. So the next step is to install the drawer glides, and the way these work, you can see this slot here, and this slot just goes into these plastic brackets that I installed as the very first step. And those just press in there. And then there's just one screw. That holds that glide in place. That just keeps it from moving forward and backward. It actually sits on the frame itself. Just so you can see better what I'm talking about. Let's just slide right into there. Rests on there with a single screw holding it. So at this point, the actual cabinet box itself is basically done. I've got to do one other small thing on the top, but I'll do that last. So now I'm going to build the drawer. When I was buying these, my fear was dealing with these drawers and the drawer slides and everything would be very, time consuming. It's really not bad. Like everything, after you do one, stop looking at instructions and you just get more efficient every time you do it. Figure out the little tricks. One thing that I will point out
because I messed this up the first time that I did this. So this, if you happen to buy these cabinets, these Valleywood cabinets, so this piece here that's notched, this is actually the back of the drawer. And this is the back because this actually sits on top of the glides. So it has to be the back. When I did this the first time, it was actually one of the cabinets that has 2 drawers. And I put 2 fronts on a single drawer and I had to take it apart, which is a little bit of a problem because I had glue on it and the glue was starting to set up, but I got it taken care of. So this is the way this lays out, and as I said before, I am adding some glue, and the instructions don't say anything about glue. The instructions appear that you could actually just do these dry, and I will say that the fit is pretty tight, and I imagine you can probably get away with doing it just dry, but so easy to glue, why would you not, is the way that I look at it. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, you should be able to. All right, so the way that I'm doing this is I just put a little bit of glue on that piece there, and then this other dovetail, which is actually the side. And I'm not going to be able to show you this very well, but that just taps in. A little more glue. And then I like to set it, I'm setting it right on the sawhorse so it's in a strong spot, and then I just tap them in. And this is, again, they're really a pretty tight connection, so I think you can get away with now without adding glue, but I would recommend it. Slide in your drawer bottom. So, just about out of glue. Last cabinet, so that's perfect. Just a little dab in each side. I wouldn't bang directly on the joint itself. Use a little block of wood or something. There you go. Drawer's built. A rag and wipe up the excess. All right. Now, find the front of the drawer. So again, this is the back. There's the front. And so the way that these are made, these drawer fronts have 3 holes in them. And you just look at your drawer itself and figure out where the 3 holes are. So 2 holes are on the top and the single holes on the bottom. Line that up.
And I feed it through the hole first. Gonna get it started. Come on. And then, once I get it started, I locate the hole on the back of the drawer front. And then there's one on the back side, or on the bottom side also. And the last thing to do on the drawers so this is the hardware. So this is the hardware that the drawer glides these ride on the drawer glides is what I'm trying to say. And they orient in this position, 2 holes pre-drilled. And I do this with a screwdriver, not a screw gun, because I don't want to strip anything or break the plastic. All right. These just slide right in. There we go. And the final step, there's some braces that go on the top here. And these are, I think, really just for, so that they have something to attach the cabinet to if they're going to put a laminate cabinet. So I squeeze a little glue, this top groove. Pop those into place. And then there are some reinforcing blocks, just like we used on the wall cabinets, that go in the corners. All right, guys, that's it. 100% complete. I don't know how long that took. Let me look at the camera. So that says 21 minutes. So 20 minutes, and that's with me monkeying around with the camera a little bit. So, you know, figure 15 to 20 minutes probably. If it's a double drawer, probably add another 5 minutes or something like that. So I would say easily, you know, for sure less than half an hour per cabinet, and realistically probably 20 minutes per base cabinet. So that's it. They're built. 16 cabinets ready to do the kitchen installation. So I'll do one follow-up video once I get these installed, so you can actually see what they look like once they're hung. And I'm going to do if you're interested, I'm going to do a video on actually installing the cabinets as well. Some people might find helpful. So when this is all done, I'll leave a link to that video down below. But time for me to start installing cabinets. Well, it's been several weeks since I shot that last video clip of assembling the cabinets. And I just wanted to wrap up this video and show you guys the final product. As you can see, obviously, hardware's been installed, countertops are done. Actually, we're doing a final cleanup of this property, getting ready to list it, but you know, as you can see, these cabinets turned out really nice. I talked about this before, but the soft close hinges, the soft close drawer glides, and I'm really happy with them. I would say that I will probably be using these cabinets again for future projects. You know, you can spend a bunch of money to get a solid plywood cabinet like that, but I think for you know, for the price that these are, I think you get a good product, and I've been happy with them. I use them in the bathrooms as well, and turned out really well there. They're nice cabinets. I'm happy. So, you know, like I had said before earlier in the video, I've wondered about these things a lot of times, and I just have never, I don't know, I've never tried them before, first time, but compared to your standard particle board, big box store cabinets, these things are way better, definite upgrades. So I give them a thumbs up. I'm happy with them. Like I said, I'll probably be using them in future projects. So I've got a video, if you're interested, I made a video too on installing kitchen cabinets, and I'll put a link up above if you guys want to check that out. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're interested in seeing more home improvement projects like this one. We'll see you on the next video.